at the Christmas party, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I got the video right here. You wanna see?
Girls just want to have fun, right? Since we're going to
We dared her, right? We dared her. Right? She went out there, cut a rug.
She could have. Okay. Okay.
Right down the roof.
Welcome, everyone, to our city council meeting. Today is Tuesday, July 21st, 2026. It is 2:02 p.m., and I call this meeting to order. If we could also have the record reflect that we do have a quorum. We will move on to our invocation and pledge of allegiance. Our invocation will be led by Father Carlos de la Rosa from St. Joseph Church. So if you can join us and stand for the...
He's their new priest.
Yes, he's the new father there.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of life that you give us. We thank you for this wonderful group of individuals gathered to direct the leadership of this wonderful city. We ask you to bless all of us, bless the decisions that will be made, bless all of the people that will be affected by these decisions. Lord, you remind us that we are called to serve you and to serve our neighbor. So we ask you to bless all of us through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Join me in the pledge. Right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Father. And welcome. Okay. And I don't see anyone wishing to address the council in reference to any agenda items. We'll move on to our presentations. Agenda item number 4.1, presentation of Miss Alice Royalty Court. I want to say just a little bit that we are so proud of these young ladies for everything they do in our community. You represent us, and you represent us well. Mm-hmm. I see you out in the community. You're passing out items. You're helping people. So we thank you so much for doing what you do. And then it's your journey in doing civic duties, right? So we appreciate you. Thank you so much. I would like to ask council to join me. We will. Oh, you know what? I want to say their names too. I forgot. We have Miss Alice Royalty for 2026. We have Serena Solis, Little Miss Alice. And then we have Zoe Solis, Miss Alice, Junior Miss Alice. And then we have Juliana Farias, Miss Alice. Welcome, y'all.
Y'all are the important ones.
Oh, yeah. They'll get sharing bags. Okay. So we can send it to Starbucks. Okay. I think it's right in front of the mirror, probably. Right there, so it's fine. Yeah, she gets over. This one's right there. You remember? There we go. Remember? On 4th of July? Go ahead. Okay, ready? One. Oh, sorry. Send it in just a touch. Yeah, just move it. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There is coffee that give it to you. can also go here. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Appreciate it. Thank you. She's ready to go.
Bye, y'all.
Julie's your first triple crown. She was two Mexicanos and now she's your best. It's been a while. I've been here all my years, so I appreciate everything y'all do for us.
Thank y'all. I also wanted to,
Mayor, do you want it to stay down here for the firefighters?
yeah, they can, yeah. I also wanted to, before we move on, there was also our Miss Alice royalty from 2025, the outgoing royalty, and they weren't able to be here, but they send their love, and we thank them for everything they've done within our community. Our next agenda item is 4.2, introduction of Alice Fire Department firefighters. Who will be, with that, Mr. Thomas, our fire chief? Chief?
Good afternoon, council and mayor. I here today to introduce two of our most recent firefighters that have completed their first year of service. And, I just wanted to introduce them to you guys. I'll bring them up right now.
Chief, before you introduce, I want to just say on behalf of the city of Alice and council and myself that we are so grateful and thankful for everything you guys do and what y'all did in that emergency. We were all with y'all and praying for y'all, first responders, everyone, our police department, everyone. Thank y'all so much, because we know you go out there and we never know what you're going to encounter. So thank you so much to you and your family,
Yes, thank you.
from all of us.
So, again, I'm here to introduce the two latest firefighters that have completed their first year of service. Currently, I have firefighter Julian Aldaco. Julian is a resident of Alice. This is his hometown. He also is a graduate of Alice High School. And he's attended Del Mar Fire Academy. So in your packets, I did provide some information and some words from them, and I think they're putting them up on the screen right now.
There it is, okay, yes.
But Julian has been an excellent asset to the department. He's done very well in his first year. He still has another 6 months of probation until as he works on some certifications that he needs. But aside from that, he's been an excellent asset to an addition to our department. So we're very happy to have him, and we'd like to introduce Julian Aldaco as
Welcome. Thank you.
Next, I have firefighter Zach Garza. And Zach Garza is also a resident of Alice. His hometown is Alice. Also a graduate of Alice High School, and he attended the help me say it again, Zach. NFRTC, National First Responder Training Complex Academy. That's the fire academy that he went to. Zach again has been a great addition to our department. We're very happy to have him. He's proven to be very beneficial to have him on our crews. Ironically, both of them are assigned Station 1 Shift 2, so they're both on the same shift. They're currently going through their training process. They still have a little bit more to go to between now and the next. I think they're about 5 months from now. Your 6 months will be done. So they're working on their medical certifications right now. So again, Zach Garza, another one of our newest firefighters. And just an update, with aside from those two, I do have four more that are still on working through their probationary process, and I believe we have another 5 on our hiring list to fill a couple more vacancies that we have. So we're on the track to being fully staffed here pretty soon. So.
Thank you.
Yes.
Perfect.
Great. You guys go to the you guys want to take a picture?
Thank you. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations, man. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
There's cakes in the back. There's plates.
Oh, there's cake? There's cake?
Is there ice cream? Brought cake. Is there ice cream? No ice cream, but there is cake. You want to go get
No.
Take a break? No, I'm kidding.
When's
A
executive
rato, a
session?
rato.
When's executive session? We get some ice cream and cake.
Hey,
And it's a milk too.
it's
It
always
was
nice.
yesterday. I had enough cake.
Okay, great.
Moving to our agenda 5, consent agenda. All consent agenda items are considered to be routine by the city council and will
Yes,
be
ma'am.
enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the governing body so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and voted on separately. 5.1, discuss, consider, and act upon approval of city council minutes for the June 16, 2026 city council meeting. 5.2, delivery and submission of the city manager's final fiscal year 2025-2026 revised City of Alice budget and fiscal year 2026-2027 proposed budget, and causing publication of notice of public hearing. Okay, council.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Thank you, council. Agenda item number 6, individual consideration. 6.1, discuss, consider, and act upon accepting $44,000 from Jim Wells County for the purchase of the Gateway Communication System that will allow county connectivity for emergency communication for all emergency services throughout the county, and authorizing city manager and chief of police to sign any and all documents.
Mayor, Council, as you guys are aware, we're currently working on upgrading our communication system, and an item came up in that system that was needed to be able to connect the county's radio system to our radio system. So we, went and asked the county to pay for that portion. And this device is a device that will connect their radio system to our radio system and allow us to all be able to communicate together. So we asked them to pay for that, and they've agreed. And so this is the second part of that
Okay,
agreement.
thank you. Council, any questions? Mr. Beltran?
Patrick, is that the first time we've ever done anything like that?
Um,
Or is that the first time, or is that something that is reoccurring?
This is a kind of a
First time? venture?
unique kind of situation, and it's not something we normally do, but we felt that it was, that they needed to be able to connect, to be able to speak with us on the radios, and so
Yeah.
this device was needed, and so,
Cool.
we asked for their help to make that happen.
Very nice, thank you.
It's nice that they did that.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Is this amount the full amount, or is this half or a portion? Or?
No, that's the full amount of that device. The actual entire project is probably close to $1 million.
Right, yeah.
We've used some MIT funds, some Operation Lone Star funds, and we've tried to get creative with different grants to be able to cover this. And so this was just a part that wasn't quite covered in those grants, and so
That was needed for them to.
correct, right? We needed. Like I said, we both needed. We need to be able to talk to them, and they need to be able
Of
to talk to us.
course, yes, definitely. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Garza?
It sounds great that they did that, so, good, thank you.
Okay. So if there's no further discussion, I'll entertain a motion at this time.
May I make a motion to approve 6.1 as written by accepting the $44,000 from Jim Wells County?
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. Do we need to clarify what we're purchasing, or just like that was fine, Mr. Lemon?
I'm sorry.
She said as stated.
As stated,
Okay,
as written.
all right. All right, then we have a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, council.
Thank you, Chief.
6.2, discussion with Patrick Hill, auditor with P. Andrew Hall LLC regarding the City of Alice 2024-2025 Annual Comprehensive Financial Report for the fiscal year ended September 30th, 2025. Mr. Esparza? Patrick
Yes, we have
Hall.
Mr. Hull here, our auditor. If you recall, we submitted the audit at our March meeting. It was due the end of March, so it was on time. And of course, Mr. Hull was working on a lot of other cities' audits, so finally able to get him here to discuss our audit now. But it was presented back in March. Thanks, Pat.
Madam Mayor,
Hello.
members of council, as you mentioned, it's Patrick Hall with the firm P. Andrew Hall LLC. And we conducted the financial statement audit for the year ended September 30, 2025. And I'm here to make a brief presentation on that report. Since it was issued back in March, I'm assuming everybody's had a chance to look at it. So the key points that I'd like to point out are on, and I don't think you have a copy of the report in front of you, but pages 7 through 9, which are our audit opinion on the financial statements.
We don't have it, but
Yeah, okay, and the important piece is, I'm here to tell you that you received an unmodified opinion on your financial statements. What that means is it's a clean opinion. Also in the opinion letter, which, so when you do look at the report, it's paragraph 2, and it tells you it's unmodified. Then the other paragraph on the audit opinion report is our basis of how we form our opinion, and that's that there's professional standards that we follow in conducting the audit, and that we followed those standards, and we look at many transactions and everything, but that's how we arrive at our basis for the opinion. The other piece in the audit opinion is there's a section that discusses that this report, which is, I believe, 118 pages long, the opinion pages is our piece of the report. The rest of the document is the city's, prepared or prepared from the numbers from the finance department. Then there's also a section in the audit opinion that discusses the auditor's responsibilities, kind of in their bullet points. And the first bullet point talks about that we exercise professional judgment and maintain skepticism in conducting our audit. I always kind of refer to that as the trust but verify. And then we do a risk assessment on the financial statements in areas that could be our higher risk in terms of audit than the others, and that's just part of our standards that we follow. And that helps us pinpoint where there could be transactions that we need to look at closer. We do look at your internal controls related to financial transactions. We do not issue an opinion on those on the internal controls, but we look at them and see that they're functioning as designed. And then if there were a weakness in those controls, we'd identify those to you. I'm happy to say we didn't identify any control weaknesses. And then we evaluate your accounting policies, which we refer to as GAAP, Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. These financial statements are prepared using the GASB, which is Government Accounting Standards. And we believe the GAAP is proper for the financial statements. And then lastly, there's one they talk about, a going concern. That means essentially we evaluate where the city sets financially, and are you going to be here a year from now? So there's no concern there. And then there's other sections. It talks about the required supplementary information of the report. That is your MD&A, and then some of the pension schedules and disclosures. We look at those as part of the audit, and we give our opinion is in relation to. So those statements are fairly presented in relation to the rest of the financial statements. And then you have supplementary information in your report, which is some of the non-major fund budget actual statements and your statistical section. So the statistical section is a GFOA requirement, and we look at those numbers and we identify if there's, if there's a glaring error or omission in those pieces, but we're not issuing an opinion on that portion. And then the next piece, or the back of the document, is we have two opinions related to the what we refer to as a single audit, or your audit of your federal and state awards. There's a threshold that triggers that audit. It was $750,000 for the prior year. Now it's gone up to $1 million, but you exceeded that threshold. So we performed audit procedures related to those funds. And there's two opinions on there. They read different than the financial statement opinion, but basically the first one is talking about compliance with the programs that were identified as major programs that we audited. And so we look at the compliance with the grant requirements. And then the second one is back to controls related to how you account for your federal and state awards. Both of those opinions, we don't really say they're unmodified or whatever, but they're clean opinions on both of those. We didn't have any findings in either of those sections. So that's the big piece on the financial statements. The only other point I would make is when you're reading, and the finance staff, your capital assets, that schedule, there were a lot of items on that schedule that were old and fully depreciated. So there was effort made, and we cleaned, basically that schedule got cleaned up. And you'll see there's a disposal of assets and then the corresponding accumulated depreciation. The net effect on the financial statements was zero. It was just an effort to clean up that report. So if you see that number of why they're in and out, that's what that is. But as I mentioned, the net effect was zero. So that's the audit report on the financial statements. Again, emphasize just you have a clean opinion, and we believe the financial statements as presented are fairly stated. And then lastly, I have just our required communications related to the audit. And that relates, so the first point on that is if we had any difficulties encountered in performing the audit, I'm happy to tell you we did not. Everything we requested was provided timely. And then we talk about corrected or uncorrected misstatements in the numbers. Any audit adjustment that we had, finance staff agreed with and were processed, so we don't have any uncorrected ones. At least major significant ones. I mean, if you have a little rounding error or a dollar here or there, we don't worry about those, but what we call material items, all of those adjustments were made. Any disagreements with management in performing the audit, happy to report we didn't have any. We get a letter at the end of the audit from management, and the city manager actually signs it too. It's what we call a management representation letter. It has a whole list of items, but essentially what it's saying is everything we requested was provided, and all the adjustments we made or that we recommended were made. So we did get that letter. And then the other thing is other audit findings or issues. And just to report to you that we didn't really have any significant findings or issues in the audit. It's a lot of work and it takes time, but we got it done and it went smooth. So that's a quick synopsis of the report. If you have any questions, certainly be happy to answer them.
Council, Mr. Beltran, any questions?
So we have a clean bill of health.
What's that?
A clean bill of health.
Yeah, clean bill of health.
Good.
Yeah, at least in terms of the financial statement. Yeah.
Mr. Molina?
No, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Mrs. Bowman?
Just thank you for everybody that helped.
Yeah,
April,
a lot of work,
Vanessa,
I imagine.
Financial Department, Michael, everybody. A lot of work.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to,
It does.
and our staff, and we start early, so, information back and forth, and like Pat said, they look at the numbers and then they verify them too. So the trust but verify, I mean, it's a lot of information back and forth.
Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you.
Mr. Garza?
Just
Sorry, read.
thank you for showing that we're financially responsible, and thank you for showing that our staff is willing to work with you and be transparent. So,
Appreciate it. And as always, if there's, when you read the report and if you have any questions or need a further understanding, feel free to reach out to me and I can certainly meet with you or come by and discuss it. But I think the main point I would say with the report is read the MD&A because it does give you it's the finance department's, or actually the city's, kind of gives you the highlights of the financial transactions for the year. And then when you're looking at the actual financial statements, if you have any questions related to what the numbers, like your capital assets or long-term debt, there's always more disclosure in the notes. And they do a much more thorough job of explaining it. So, read the report or the notes, make sure you read them, and they probably answer a lot of questions.
Oh, we
Right.
appreciate it. And Mr. Esparza, thank you, because I know this was something that many cities were not able to get accomplished in a timely manner, so we're appreciative, especially,
Yeah.
thank y'all for our grants and stuff.
Yeah, it was a push to get it done. I
Definitely
think we
helps.
saw something in the neighborhood of like 1,200 cities.
Yeesh.
It got notices that they were late, so that's, and we've already talked about, given the new requirement to make sure that they're absolutely done by March 31st or whatever the 180 days date ends up. We're just going to get started earlier.
And this is just like a direct reflection on our financial department, basically, right?
Yep.
Blessing.
Yep.
Good job. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here.
That's great. Okay, so 6.3, discuss, consider, and take action on approving and adopting a resolution requesting financial assistance from the Texas Water Development Board through their water supply and infrastructure grant, and authorize city manager to sign any and all documents necessary.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council. This is just a routine for the Texas Water Development Board grant that we will be applying for on July 30th. So these are some requirements that we have to have for the application process.
Council, any questions? Mr. Garza? Mrs. Bowen? No, thank you. Mr. Molina?
I'm good.
Mr. Beltran? No? Okay. Okay. If we don't have any further questions or discussion in reference to this agenda item, I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, make a motion to accept the motion as stated. Right, or
Second.
to allow Mr. Esparza to
Okay.
Adopt
So-
the resolution.
adopt the
resolution.
I'll second that.
Okay. We have a first and a second in reference to agenda item 6.3 to accept as presented. All in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Thank you. 6.4, discuss, consider, okay, and take action on authorizing city manager Esparza to execute the water rights affidavit for the Texas Water Development Board's water supply and infrastructure grant.
Again, another requirement for the application process for the Texas Water Development Board application.
Okay. Council, do you have any questions in reference to this agenda item?
I'm good.
Good. Mr. Beltran?
Good.
Mrs. Bowen? Okay. So if there's no further discussion or questions in reference to this agenda item, I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, make a motion to accept 6.4 as stated.
Second.
Second.
That's it.
Okay, we have a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Anyone opposed? I'm sorry. Okay, motion passes. Thank you, council. And then we move on to 6.5, discuss, consider, and act upon authorizing City Manager Michael Esparza to execute the application affidavit for the Texas Water Development Board's Water Supply and Infrastructure Grant.
This is for a city manager to be able to sign off when we submit the application for the same project.
Okay. Any questions?
I'm good, Mayor.
You good? You good? Any question? No? We're good? Okay. There was, I think I had one, but we're good?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, if there's no further discussion or any questions in reference to this agenda item, I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, I make a motion to accept 6.5 as stated.
Do we have a second? Okay, we have a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Motion passes. 6.6, discuss, consider, and act upon A, approving updates and amendments to the city's financial policies and procedures for federal grant contracts to govern the receipt, disbursement, accounting, and management of all city and grant funds in accordance with the applicable federal and state laws, regulations, and grant requirements. And B, authorizing the city manager and/or finance director to implement, administer, and ensure compliance with the adopted financial policies and procedures for federal grant contracts.
So we have financial policy and procedures in place already, and so we've had some meetings with GLO, and they would really like for the city to add some wording and some other policies and procedures that just to kind of keep a like a compliance in place on what they're wanting when we do get these grants. And so this is why we're bringing you an amendment. They gave us a little bit of wording that we could include, so we're just bringing it back to you all so that we can add that to our current financial policies and procedures.
Okay. Council, any questions? Mr. Beltran?
This is to add verbiage to the,
It's the same, it's just an add-on to the verbiage, so it's just to say that we are gonna follow certain when we get the grant monies and what we're gonna do in-house and how we will manage those funds thoroughly and in the correct time and the way that they would like us to follow compliance.
perfect.
Mr.
I'm
Bonet?
good.
Mrs. Gold?
We're good?
Mr. Garza?
Sounds great.
Okay. If there's no further discussion or questions in reference to agenda item 6.6, I'll entertain a motion at this time.
May I make a motion? Go ahead. I make a motion to approve 6.6 as written. Is that okay?
As stated.
As stated, written.
Yeah. Okay.
Second.
Second. Okay, we have a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, council. And 6.7, discuss, consider, and act upon A, adopting grant oversight policies and procedures for the General Land Office GLO required labor standards compliance, and B, authorizing city manager and finance director to comply with said policy and procedures.
So when we go out for these grants, what we do is we sometimes hire like a grant administrator. And so this is just something that is for in-house for the city. So we follow like the labor standards and things like that. So instead of just relying on those grant companies when they are helping us with these type of federal grants, this is something that we are also going to be doing, and GLO would like for us to make sure that we're following up, that we're making sure that whoever we do hire is following what GLO requires and that we're staying in compliance. So this is just something that we're adding on as well to make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing with these federal grants.
Okay, council, any questions?
Accountability, yeah. I'm good.
Mr. Molina?
No? Good. Thank you, Desiree.
Mrs. Bowen?
Just, it's great to always have extra eyes on things, so thank you.
Mr. Garza?
Much appreciated. Thanks.
Okay. If there's no further discussion or questions in reference to this agenda item, I'll entertain a motion at this time.
Mayor, I make a motion to adopt the grant oversight policies and procedures per General Land Office GLO, required labor standards compliance, and authorize city manager and finance director to comply with said policy and procedures.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Thank you, council. Thank you.
Hey, Desiree.
Desiree.
Appreciate it.
Desiree.
6.8, here's status report on June 2026, month-end financial statements, summary of funds, and delivery of June 2026 check registers.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council. Seems like a while since we've been here, but
All the time, right?
very close over
Seems
the
like a
next
long
month.
time.
So I'm just here for the 9th month, June 30th, 2026. On slide A, Exhibit A, general fund revenues are $10,712,385. Our property tax budget was $2,777,040, and year-to-date, we show we've received $3,359,782. Exhibit B is our M&O and INS for 2026, and we've collected $5,362,194, roughly $619,000 above last year's mark. Going back to Exhibit A, we have our sales tax was budgeted at $5,040,000, and we were showing we collected $4,187,419 through April. Exhibit C is our sales tax budget versus actual, and this includes the month of May. May's collection was $600,916. Our budget is, for this point, is $4,480,000. And we've collected an actual of $4,788,335 at this time. Exhibit D is our actual 2026 versus prior year, and we have an increase of $243,786 in sales tax. Exhibit E is our expenditures for the general fund, and we have expended $10,435,326. In 9 months, you be around 75% of your budget. We've spent about 73%, so we're under that threshold. Exhibit E is our general fund expenditures. I'm sorry, I jumped one. And that just shows our departments at this point. I mean, basically everyone's around that 75%. The only one that's a little over is general service, and that's just because property tax and liability at this point, what we've paid. And the final slide is Exhibit F, which is revenues versus expenditures for all funds. Our general fund is showing a positive $277,060. Our solid waste is a positive $101,065. And the utility fund is a negative $825,102. And those are basically our financials thus far.
Council, any questions? Mr. Beltran?
Is it common for the utility fund to be that low, or?
It's a lot of, I mean, the drought plays a big part of it, and just the water we're purchasing a little bit of water, things of that nature. So.
All right.
Mr. Molina?
Same concern.
Yeah,
Thank you.
the drought played a major role.
Mrs. Bowen?
No, that's good. I like seeing that the golf course is doing good too still. So, in the airport. We're good. Thank you.
Mr. Garza?
You had mentioned that some of the numbers were still not put in from March.
For the sales tax, just, I mean, it's in there, but when you see the first page of the financials, at the time of these, we hadn't collected May's sales tax, so that's why there's difference in your sales tax numbers.
All right.
But now that it's the day of me reporting, I know that number now.
Gotcha. All righty, I'll leave you be for now.
Thanks.
I wanted to ask you, on the, when you're asking about the utility fund, how much more do we still have on that one that we're still paying on? Was it a 4 point something? For the
Oh,
meters
for
and
that,
stuff?
that's still, it's a 15-year, or was it a 15, the meters? It's a, we just,
We still have some more
Oh,
years
yes,
on
ma'am.
it. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Gabe, appreciate it. Vanessa?
Agenda item number 7, executive session. In accordance with Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Subchapter D, the City Council will now recess into executive session, closed meeting to discuss the following. The City Council may enter into closed or executive session to discuss the following pursuant to consultation with its attorney, Texas Government Code, and subsection 551.071. 7.1, discussion with Attorney Mark Roeder regarding multi-use facility litigation. And 7.2, discussion with Attorney Anderson Alexander regarding PFAS litigation. Okay, it is 2:43 p.m. and we will go into executive session at this time. Thank you. Hello, everyone. We are back from closed session. Agenda item number 8, return to open session. Return to open session and take any action necessary as a result of discussions in preceding agenda item number 7.1 and 7.2 pursuant to Texas Code subsection 551.071. Consultation with its attorneys, Texas Government Code, and subsection 551.071. I got out of breath. 8.1, discussions with Attorney Mark Broder regarding multi-use facility litigation. 8.2, discussion with Attorney Anderson Alexander regarding PFAS litigation. So, in reference to 8.1, council, I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve settlements regarding lawsuits in case number 23-11-63357-CV. That's against subcontractors and authorizing city manager to sign any and all documents necessary.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Thank you, council. And in reference to agenda 8.2,
There's no action necessary on that item, Your Honor.
okay,
Or Mayor.
no action. And then we will move on to agenda item number 9, adjournment. I'll entertain a motion.
May I make a motion to adjourn?
Okay,
Second?
we have first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting is adjourned. It is 3:57 PM. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.